Hello dear traders, welcome back. Here with you, Eric Munoz in Lion Bull Academy. Today we're gonna talk about, one more time, about the compound interest. I have a lot of comments and questions that ask me, please, if I can make again this video. Also because they say the past video was long time ago and the audio was not so good. So now we're gonna repeat the video. We're gonna explain it better. What is the compound interest, how to use in a broker, and make an example with my account, what I can achieve in different periods of time, and also if you can live from the trading account if you make the compound interest in that account. So let's begin. First of all, what is the compound interest? It's quite simple. It's just every profit that you made, you reinvest in your account all the time. That's what is really the compound interest. If you have enough amount of money, you can also withdraw some money, living with it, and continue growing your account. But you need to arrive to at a minimum of $100,000 for achieve that goal. Still will be very low the withdraw that you make it. You're gonna make something like 12,000 a year. Depends on your strategy, and not every year gonna be the same. So you need to first of all understand how much money do you need for live, and then calculate like that how big need to be your account for achieve that one. So let's start first with the compound interest. For make the compound interest in a broker is simple, like I said before. You just need to close an operation, make that profit, reopen another operation. That depends on your strategy and the instrument you are trading, and with that profit open a new operation with more money, and then you like this grow exponentially. Many ask me, but if I hold a position for 5 years and then close with the profit, that's a compound interest? No, this is just a growth on your capital. If you take that money after you close that position and reinvested all of it or part of it, then yes, is compound interest. But if you just close the position, take the profit and restart with the same amount of money, that's not a compound interest, because you're always gonna end up your account with the same let's say $25,000 or $100,000, but you're always gonna end up with the same money. It means you're gonna be stuck in that position, always in that amount of capital. But what you want is to grow, but also to living from it. So let's make an example with my account, theoretically what can be, and also if it's, we're gonna discuss if it's possible to achieve that numbers. So let's start. I start my account, let's say, with 25,000, okay? It's an amount of money, I think the minimum for start and investing, for start grow your capital, the minimum amount you will need, by my point of view, if you can afford it, is 25,000. If you have less, you can also start. The only stuff you're gonna need more years to achieve your goal. So more capital you invest in the beginning, less years you will need to achieve your goal. Let's say I make 25,000, that's what, 250,000, and I make an average of 4.5% a month. I say, hey, how you are able to make 4.5%? Where you get the numbers? So if you go in my account in etoro, you can see my performance this year, and actually still don't finish the year, but actually I have a 55.15% profit. It means more than half of my account go up. If we divide this 55.15% during 12 months, will come in an average profit of 4.5%. So from there coming that number. It's achievable every month. In average, you can, but in real life, like happened to me, some months you have a very good months, other months you have a small profit, other months you have a small losses. It is completely normal, but we are interested at the end of the year to be in profits and to divide that in 12 months. Then you have your average that you can calculate what can happen to your account in the future. Now, it is possible to make a 4.5% each, a 50% each year. Is totally possible. I'm not the only one who are trying to achieve that one. Many persons did that, and also here you have my channel. I'm gonna be here for a lot of time, for many years, and you can see how it's going to my account. So what better proof to do this in front of you months by months each year? I think is the best way to prove if I am right or wrong. So both ways, or right or wrong, you will learn a lesson from it. So I have 25,000, I make 4.5%, and let's say I'm gonna trade till now. I am planning to don't withdraw nothing for the first 5 years. Let's make an example. Let's say 5 years. So if I calculate, the program tell me if I for 5 years are consistent in my trading, I will earn in 5 years 350,000. Okay, almost 351,000. Then that's already a big amount of money that you can use it for grow your account, but also to live from it. If now from that moment I want to also withdraw, let's say I have now 350,000, I still make 4.5%, but I want to withdraw, let's say for a living, let's say we are now living in Spain, you can live in quite comfortable with 3,000, let's say. Every month I want to withdraw from my profit 3,000 for living, and the rest I want to reinvest. So I do the same another 5 years. Then if I calculate, finish 5 years, after that I'm gonna have my own salary for living of 36,000 each year for me for living. Plus I'm gonna be able to grow my account, and I will be able to make in the next 5 years in total my investment will be worth $4 million, and I will withdraw from there $180,000. So I was 5 years worth of living, and plus I make grow my account. Let's say, okay, normally what I make each month is around 15,000, so I can live in better than with just 3,000. Let's say I want to have a nice comfortable life with 5,000 a month for a living expenses. I think it's nice. You can have your house, your car, you can have living really in tropics quietly. And let's calculate right now one more time. So I will end up my account after 5 years, when I already achieved the 350,000, 3.5 million in my investment worth of value of my account, plus I will withdraw in the next 5 years 300,000. It means each year I will withdraw 60,000 and still achieve my goal in the next 5 years to be millionaire. So in theory, very nice, very simple. Do it in real life is not so easy. Why? Because of your mind, because in what you believe, because of scares. All of this will block you a lot during the way. But if you keep consistent, keep positive, and keep trying to get a good result each month, you're gonna be able to do it this. Let's say, okay, 350,000. Let's try to make a little bit small. Let's say I'm living in a country, because I normally like to show big numbers, but let's try that you living in Spain and you can afford to live in only with $1,000, but you don't want to wait in 5 years to have the 350,000. You want to live in them as sooner as possible. So if we invested in the beginning 25,000, how I told you before, in the next 2 years you are almost at 100,000. So let's make like in 3 years you arrive to 100,000. Okay. Now you have 100,000 your account. You can withdraw from there 1,000 euro each month. And you're gonna do it the same 4.5% each month for next 5 years. So you calculate now, you will end up after 5 years with 1,113,000. You will get 1,000 euro a month for living, is mean 12,000 a year, and still you will be millionaire after just 5 years. So that's the power of the compound interest. If you reinvest or all or part of your winning, of your profitable trades, of your money that you just win, you reinvest on your account, you will achieve your goal faster and faster year by year. If you're looking in graphic, you can see that the first year will be a little bit slower, the first years, but then exponentially year by year will be bigger and bigger and bigger. If you continue doing the same, instead of 5 years, you continue to do the same for 10 years, you end up after 10 years in $9 million in 10 years. But from the difference from the year 1 and the year 4, 5, 6, 7, it's immense. It's really massive. That's the power of the compound interest. So if you like this video, please click the like button. If you're really interested on my channel, don't forget to subscribe. It will be very interesting and very important for me. It will help me grow the channel and beat the algorithm of YouTube. And any question, I'm always here, and I'm gonna be here for many years, and you can see with your own eyes how to grow your account with constance and also with very, very low risk compared with other kind of investment and tradings. So thank you one more time and see you next time.